We're going to do a water pump thermostat on this Mercedes-Benz. Not that hard. I disconnect the battery as always. Negative. And it's got this air filter housing that sits in. It's got 1, 2, 3 clips. Clips are 1, 2, and then a third one is on there. So you take that off, disconnect the battery. The air filter housing sits right in here. Right there. It's got 2 torques that you take off. It's got a sensor you need to unclip. Pull this gray piece out. I just use a sharp little screwdriver to push it up, pull it out. You have these clips. They snap in. I just get a screwdriver underneath here and I pop this side up, and then when I go to put it back on, I just get near those pliers and squeeze it back together. You're going to take a hose off this area. We've got 2 torques on the bottom that you're going to take off of here. And this sits right here with the throttle body. It's got 4 torques. You take this off, take the throttle body off. You got to clean all this stuff up to put it back together. Lubricate some O-rings. Then you have a tensioner that sits on the water pump itself. Sits right there on the water pump. Take that off. Underneath the water pump. So the water pump sits in a car like this. This sits down in the bottom. I'm going to take these 3 torques off. You need long, skinny torques to get to these. They're between the crank right here, so you don't have that much space. I just did this. Take that piece off, and then it's got a bunch of screws. I used a box and I outline my gasket and I put holes where the screws are going to go. You have some bigger torques, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smaller short ones. And then the water pump has this plastic part on the inside. So when you get the water pump out and you turn it over, you're going to take these 3 bolts off. And the gasket goes underneath here. So you want to clean everything, transfer from the old pump to the new pump, put the gasket on. And then before that, I took the thermostat housing off, which is right here. So once you get the throttle body off, the thermostat housing has an upper hose attached to it, and it's got this skinnier hose attached to it on the side. So you unscrew this, pull this out, take the hose, pull it apart, and the housing sits on top of the water pump using these 3 torques. This one goes to that hose right here, and then it's got this O-ring on the inside. So you want to clean this off, clean all this off, and I lubricate my O-ring on my new thermostat. Put the thermostat, well, you're going to put the water pump in first, and then the thermostat, and then reverse step.